Hi, everybody. My name is Ella Shelby from Power Intelligence. Today, I will be doing a remote mind probe on Rachel Reeves and all her U-turns since this government has only been in 1 year. So today I am joined by Anna. She is an expert in media and she is going to be asking me a series of questions about this Chancellor of the UK. So, hello.
Hi, Ala. So we're looking into Rachel Reeves again, and obviously everything you say is impartial. It is what you are receiving in terms of all of your higher senses, hence parrot intelligence. But this woman does seem to be lacking in several areas. Anyway, as Chancellor of the Exchequer, she has been central to several high-profile U-turns by the UK Labour government under Prime Minister Keir Starmer since taking office in July of last year. So, why was she crying in Parliament, Ella?
Yes, very interesting. She has hit the UK people in the pocket hard on every level of society. All her budget saving methods have been a complete and utter disaster, and she knows it. She is feeling sorry for herself, but has nothing to do with personal matters, as she stated on the BBC News and other news outlets. The Prime Minister, even though he says he's very happy with her, is not happy because it's also affecting the Labour Party and him as leader. She is walking on a very, very fine tightrope at the present moment.
Wow, well, he's allowing it to happen. So, the key U turns involving Reeves include the welfare reforms, policy, PIP, universal credit aims to save 5 billion annually by 2030 by tightening disability benefit eligibility, stricter PIP criteria, and freezing or halving health related universal credit payments to boost workforce participation, let alone all the other tax things she's brought into play. So, why did so many of the 120 Labour backbenchers reject these changes?
When the Conservatives introduced a very strict criteria, an intense grilling interview process of people that were claiming PIP disability benefits, their record evidence of people committing suicide and left with no money to survive, the records were not good. The government did a U-turn on that due to many people suffering, and now it's just gone completely the opposite way. Instead of striking a medium with the whole situation. So what's happened is it's gone from being mega strict and then everything's starting to lighten up around 2018, and now it's gone completely the other way. That's why the Labour backbench people have rejected it, because people were committing suicide. And the interesting thing is, they're not talking about this in the news, but that's exactly what happened.
So these are genuine people in obvious pain.
Mm,
That's basically being caused by her taking the benefits away.
exactly, exactly. But that's why 120 Labour backbenchers rejected it, because it was going in too hard, too fast, and people would lose a lot of money that they needed to survive.
Same as the winter fuel payment. So she announced these cuts for payment to 10 million pensioners last year due to a 22 billion fiscal black hole. Um, so why did MPs on all sides, including Labour, reject all of these changes?
Yeah, honestly, it is such a harsh policy to even think about in the UK. And it's shameful, very, very shameful. And the pension in this country compared to other countries is very low. The winter fuel allowance acts as a necessary supplement without which many pensioners could face freezing during winter. So, if you take the UK and the rest of the countries and what people get in pensions, the UK doesn't rate very well at all with what they get on a yearly basis. So if you take something like the winter fuel payment away from them, what do pensioners do? They stay warm and not eat or not pay their bills. That's what they need to weigh up. So it was an excessively harsh policy to even mention.
But this shows bad judgment, to be honest, on Rachel Reeves and Keir Starmer for allowing it in the first place,
Yes. And not being in touch with the people at all. Just not being in
which
touch.
Labour is meant to be.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
The irony of it. So, non-dom tax policy, where she's aimed to reform the non-domicile tax status to boost revenue by targeting wealthy individuals, avoiding UK taxes on foreign income. How has this affected the UK, Ella?
Every 15 minutes, we're losing a millionaire and also billionaires. Many are moving their UK businesses abroad. There is no incentive to stay in the UK. And adding on 15% per employee on national insurance has actually destroyed the whole market. And it's also hit small businesses very, very hard as well, making it hard for them to survive. So I've mentioned this before. Rachel Reeves won't last. She is causing a lot of problems and is making the country poorer each day. Due to her major mistakes, taxes will increase in the next budget. There will be significant pressure on her to resign. There is at the moment as well. Additionally, Keir Starmer's backing of her is only causing the UK, people of the UK, to lose complete faith in him as well. So the UK Labour Party is slowly falling apart.
Well, you predicted this
Mhm.
months ago, shortly after they took power, and we can see it unraveling.
Yes,
And no less than they deserve, considering how they've hit the needy, the old, and people just trying to get on with their jobs and make a
exactly,
few, savings for their own life after their hard work.
exactly,
So,
exactly. And
um,
also our farmers. And I said at the time,
oh
I
yes.
do not see a U-turn with what they've done to the farmers with inheritance tax, because the average UK farmer earns 12,000 a year, but the land they're sitting on is worth a lot of money. But to the farmers, that's insignificant because what they do is they just pass it on to the next generation. So really, all they're doing is farming the land and feeding the people of the UK. But I do feel the next government that comes in will reverse that for them.
Well, maybe Ella, once you've had time to take in what's going on with the world, you could do a session on when we will have the next government and how they are going to fix all of Rachel Reeves and Keir Starmer's bad doings, really.
Yes, yes. Yes, I will. Yes. Anyway,
Brilliant. Thanks, Ella.
yep. Anyway, Anna, lovely connecting with you today. And thank you for watching my video, everybody. Take care and enjoy the summer. Bye for now.